G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round one of the season, now that opening round has done its job. I'm fair way down the ladder, I must say, out of the 28 that we've got joining in on Tizio 100 competition. Yeah, it was an interesting first week of footy in terms of results. Lions going down, obviously, I don't think anyone saw that coming along. And yeah, look, Melbourne got the job done last year, not back the Swans in last year. And yeah, just whoever I pick, just the opposite seems to happen on that front, if it's Sydney and Melbourne. But yeah, it could have been an absolutely horrible round. I'll take, 2-2 from here. But anyway, Thursday's not far away. So we've got Carlton hosting Richmond. This one will be the Thursday night game. MCG, back of the home football, going to be a big one. I have to go Carlton here. They got the job done over the Lions by a solitary point. They were definitely really positive getting back into the game and found a way to come back from 46 points, one of the biggest comebacks we've seen. How much? I want to go 28 points. Tigers, they were incredibly disappointing against the Gold Coast Suns, and maybe more of a sign where the times are at. But time will tell. Adam Muse's got a big job on his hands. Then we've got Collingwood hosting Sydney on the Friday night. Sydney really impressive last week against the D's, and then the Pies not really at their best. They definitely had their chances, just really couldn't connect them. We're a bit sort of defensively lacking. I think they'll respond. I don't think there's too much to worry about. If you're a Pies fan, that they'll be all okay. Giants were super effective and efficient and deadly, and the Pies were slightly off their best. So again, time will tell all them. Then we've got Essendon and Hawthorn. This one's at the MCG. Saturday afternoon, tough game to pick here because Hawthorn are, in theory, behind the Bombers in terms of where they're going, but Hawthorn can cause some upsets at times. But I think, the Bombers, to get off to a good start there, they should be good enough to get the win. Giants have got North Melbourne. This one is a Giants stadium and a brutal start for North Melbourne to their season 2024 campaign. I don't know if Clarko's coaching. I don't know if there have been sanctions. I haven't. We'll wait and see. Either way, with or without Clarko, Giants winning at home, I reckon, they'll win relatively comfortably. They're going to be, top 4, top 2 this year if they keep up the type of form they did against the Pies. Over to the Cattery, where I'll be Saturday night. Geelong and St Kilda. What a massive game this is to start us off, and will be a great litmus test for both of those sides. Used a little bit of Roscoe's language there. Because at the Cattery, I reckon the Cats will get the job done. But, it's going to be a tight struggle all night, I reckon. I would suspect whoever wins, it's going to be under 3 goals. Just my feeling on it. Then we go back over to Gold Coast home deck, and they are facing Adelaide, who historically had a really good record against the Suns, but I reckon the tide's going to turn a little bit. And they're at their home deck. They were absolutely brutal last week. And again, they're pretty tough to beat early on in the piece. I reckon the Suns will get it done in what could be a close one, I reckon. But if they are similar to what they were last week, it could be a 6-7 goal win to the Suns. Now we go to the MCG, and we've got Melbourne up against the Western Bulldogs. And the D's, again, just lack that cohesion and connectivity into the forward line. They've got the Dogs, who, these two sides get bashed up a fair bit in the media, that's for sure. I think the D's back on their home deck get the job done in a relatively close one, although, definitely see scope for the Dogs to be able to find a way to get the win. I'll tip Melbourne, but, I'll see how I go if my language changes towards the Dogs as the week goes on. We then go to Adelaide Oval, and Port Adelaide have at West Coast to start us off at Adelaide Oval. So that's going to be, a very nice kickstarter for Port Adelaide, assuming they're in good health and they don't take the Eagles lightly, of course. Well, I reckon Port to win pretty comfortably. Then the last game of the round, we have Optus Stadium. This one will be, what time? That will be, it's almost 3 o'clock. West time, if my daylight savings is still correct. Converting all of that. But yeah, Fremantle will have the Brisbane Lions over there. And, you know, I think, yeah, Lions did everything right for the first quarter and a half, and they were out to a massive lead. But then, yeah, they fell asleep at the wheel, kind of like they did against the Demons late in that final term, and I think it was round 23 last year, thereabouts. They didn't get it done. I reckon they will this time. It was very close last time. So I think the Lions, but yeah, don't sleep on the Dockers, especially early on in the piece. All right, let's chuck those through. So I've gone Carlton, Collingwood, Essendon, GWS, Geelong, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, and Brisbane. Gone all the favourites. So there you go. I've gone out on a limb early on in the piece. I think there's scope for the D's and the Dogs to go either way. Gold Coast and Adelaide could go either way. This game could go either way. That's for sure. And yeah, Essendon and Hawthorn. But I've somehow stuck to my guns there. I'm sure after the first week I'll go, what was I thinking? But let's see what happens. Those are my picks for week 1, or AFL round 1 of the season. Don't forget to chuck down your tips in the comments below and join the tipping competition as well if you want to face me 1-on-1 or 28-on-1. It just depends on how you look at it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like all that good stuff, subscribe, and appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.